Before the ZX Spectrum, and before the ZX81, and before the ZX80, there was this. And this is an MK or a Mark14 from Science of Cambridge, so it's an early Sinclair computer. And they tend to be modified somewhat, as this one has been. You can see that the keyboard's missing. This does still work, and this is running, but this MK14 has got the VDU card here, which has been attached using the official method of soldering a mess of wires under to the underside of the processor, which is here, and that's currently got a clip on it because I've continued the tradition, and I've attached a Pico here, which is currently emulating some memory, which this doesn't normally have. It's got the extra RAM chips, but it doesn't have enough to run this demo, which is running over here, the Falling Man. And yeah, this is actually running out of the RP2350 over here. I've got my own bodge here to get some composite video out. I need to tidy that up. And we got the additional keyboard, because this one is so bad I'm not sure many people carried on using it. This does work though. I can reset it. You can see the display's working, and if we go, let's see if I can type it in without knowing what I'm doing. Which key is it? That one, and then that one there, and that one, and this one. Nope, something went wrong there. Let's try again. Let's type it in over here. Reset it, see if we can get the Falling Man to run again. He's stopped at the moment. It's at 620, and then we just press go, and there he goes. I should have been able to do that on this keypad over here. Obviously I haven't. Yeah, it's got very little memory, but this RP2350 should help with that and give it a little bit more. Might be able to bank switch some memory in or whatever. But the main reason for having that is that I don't have to type the program in. I can just copy it in, have it in the flash of the Pico, and then copy it over USB. Well, there's a USB connection with the CLI, and I can copy it from internal flash to the RAM and then run it. It's got a power supply, which doesn't really look too safe, but it's not too bad. The only mains is over on that heavily insulated chocolate block, and the primary of that transformer. The rest of it's all low voltage, so you're perfectly safe until you touch something like that, because that is almost too hot to touch. That is moderately painful, and yeah, that is now too hot to touch. So this bit gets hot. This turns the 5 volts on and off, which is sort of deceptive, because you think it's a power on off switch, but it isn't. It's a 5 volt power on off switch, so all this is still on. And that regulator, which is also, oh no, that's a bit cooler. I can touch that without any pain at all. That is on all the time, and powering the VDU card, I think. So this thing's not really off when it's plugged into the mains. I've got some original key tops here, which were glued on the keypad. You can see there's one there and one there. They're the only two that have survived, or at least have survived being glued, because the glue has perished over time. And we've got some switches here which do things. They all work. That one is changing from graphics to text mode and back again. This is the inverse video, which is quite interesting. That one's top page, so that actually swaps around the memory. Why is it not doing anything? Swaps around the memory when you've got this other switch, which is, let's put it back in graphics, and what that does is gives you 2 areas of RAM instead of the same area duplicated twice. So you've got F00 and B00, and here you've got 2 versions of B00. So you can do that, and then this flips them from top to bottom. So all standard stuff in the manual. So you can have inverse video, flip it around. You can go back to, oh, it's a lovely switch that. Go back to text, and well, do everything that you can do with the graphics, we'll call it. It's low resolution graphics. It's fine. It works. That's quite a nice animation, actually. What else? Right, that's about it, really. And it's all working now after I replaced some ICs on the VDU card and gave this a good old brush with an old toothbrush. I think there must have been some corrosion because there's no solder mask on here. These are bare copper tracks, and I think there's some sort of conductive path due to maybe some sort of corrosion. There's not battery corrosion. There's no batteries here, which is brilliant. The only thing there is this electrolytic capacitor, which is perfectly fine, probably. But anyway, got it working, so I'm quite pleased with that. And I'm going to see if I can get some other programs running. I need to fiddle with the switches and get the VDU to move its RAM page. At the moment, you've only got the choice of 2 areas of RAM for the VDU, and I need it in one that it hasn't got the wiring for, so I need to do that, and then I'll be able to run some other demos. But yeah, this is what people used to do when they had a little computer at home. They used to do a lot of wiring and hardware hacking